to my channel. Hey BBO, hey PGG. If you're new, pick a side. Who are you affiliated with, PGG or BBO? Well, today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some cooking and some prepping. But today I've been craving stuffed shells for the past week or so. So today we are making stuffed shells. Before we get started, anybody that knows me knows that I love mimosas. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour me up a cute little glass. And here's how you make a mimosa, FYI. Alright, this is mainly champagne. And you're gonna put a splash of orange juice. So, a splash of orange juice. So, cheers to mimosas, to whatever you drink, margaritas. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and put our shells on. That way, while we're cooking our meat, the shells are cooking as well, and then they can sit and chill until we're ready to actually stuff them. So I got 2 boxes here. It's just me, I always overcook, but whatever. Grab our pot. I'm gonna use this big pot only because it's a lot of shells and I don't want them to stick to the bottom. So let that fill up really quickly. I am gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil in there. Let it boil, and then I'll dump the shells in. So let's go ahead and move this over to the stove. While that gets ready, I am using ground turkey, and I'm gonna use sausage. So we're gonna mix those up in a pot. I have some onion powder, I have some garlic powder, I have some Italian seasoning to go with that, and of course we have our marinara sauce. I actually love to put, me personally, I love like my spaghetti chunky, so I like tomatoes, and I actually like onions and bell peppers and things of that nature in my spaghetti. But since we're gonna do stuffed shells today, I'm still putting diced tomatoes in there. I may put a little bit of onions in there, but I'm not putting any bell peppers in there. So let's let that start doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're gonna add some salt in there. Some olive oil in there. And we're gonna let that come to a boil. I have Italian sausages here. And then I had some previous ground turkey, so I just thawed that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the ground turkey in the pot because that's gonna be the easiest part. Alrighty, so we can throw this out now. We have our sausages. And I'm working over here by the sink, by the way, so I can easily clean my hands and things of that nature. So what I do is take the sausage and push it out of its little pouch directly into the pan. and I'm gonna use all of them. So it's 5 of them, I'm gonna use all 5. Alrighty, so this is how it's looking as of right now. We're gonna go ahead and season that. I'm gonna do it over here with you guys, but let me wash my hands. Alright, hands clean. So here's our seasonings. I like to do the Italian seasoning once I put the sauce in, so I'm not gonna do that right away. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with our seasonal and sprinkle that on there. Go in with our onion powder, give it a little more flavor. Garlic, a little more flavor. So I'm gonna be typically done with those. Here's what it's doing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the stove. I already have the stove preheated for it. Our water didn't start boiling yet, but we can go ahead and get the ricotta cheese and things ready. Get it all prepped for the stuffing part, the fun part. Got it over. So I have a bowl here, and we're just gonna dump it all into the bowl. We need a spoon. Got a spoon. I'm just gonna smash that down so I can get everything into the bowl. We're gonna end up having to mix this anyway. You need, for this part, you need mozzarella cheese, and you're gonna need Parmesan. You're also gonna need 1 egg. So I have our egg here. We're gonna crack that, put that right in the middle. And then I'm gonna go in. Uh-oh, something's over there cooking. Go ahead and scramble that into the ricotta cheese. Go ahead and whip that into that. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and open up our mozzarella and our Parmesan. Stick that in there and just whip it all together. And this is what we're gonna consider as our stuffing for our shells. Now you don't wanna use the whole bag, only because we wanna be able to put some on top. I mean, if you want it extremely cheesy on the inside, then just buy more cheese, because you're gonna need some for the top as well. So mozzarella cheese going, oh, this is Parmesan cheese going in. I'm making a mess, but it is what it is. What is cooking if you don't have a mess? Actually, let me go ahead and check on our meat really quickly because I can hear it. We're gonna need a spatula just so that we can move our meat around and make sure everything's evenly cooked. Let that keep cooking. We're gonna get back to this cheese mix. So what I'm doing right now is just mixing it all together. Nothing special, just literally mixing it all together with a spoon. We're also gonna make a Caesar salad and breadsticks. I'm not sure if I told you that already. Alrighty, so here's what we're looking like. Oh, that's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little. Okay, boom. That's what we're looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place that in the fridge so it can stay cold while everything else is still cooking. I'm just gonna use this wax paper to cover it because this is a regular bowl, so obviously it doesn't have a top. Okay, that's in the fridge and I need a swig. Day party me, please. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my little area really quickly. Granted, we're about to sit and wait for everything to cook before we ever even be able to actually start stuffing. Oh, sorry. Cameras are like mirrors. So the water for the shells has not started boiling yet, so that's what we're waiting on, so that we can put those in there. So like I said, I'm just gonna clean up my little area. While everything is cooking, that's when we're gonna go ahead and do some, I guess, meal prepping for the week. Granted, you know, we're still quarantined, so it's nothing humongous, but I like to buy fruit in the beginning of the week, and then I just cut it up and make a humongous fruit salad for the week, and I usually eat that as a snack or, you know, for breakfast. So I have watermelon, I have cherries, I have strawberries, I have pineapple, I have mangoes, blueberries, and I think that's it. But when we get there, you'll see it. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that up while we wait on everything to cook, while we wait on everything to cool down before we get to stuffing our shells. That's crazy. Our meat is almost done and we haven't even put the shells in yet. Well, so what we'll do is go ahead and finish with the meat. That means sauce, tomatoes, onions. We'll have that all done and ready. Then we'll go ahead and cut up all of our fruit for the week. And then hopefully the shells are cooked and cooled down for us to go ahead and start stuffing them. Now, do keep in mind when you're making these shells, you don't want them to like be done. You want them to be soft, but you don't want them to be done, because then we're gonna have to stick this in the oven and it's gonna cook more there. So then you don't want like super soggy shells that's not holding what you stuffed it with. So let me go ahead and basically get everything prepped for finishing off the meat. Then I'll come right back to you guys before I actually start. To say I'm tired, I'm so tired, my back is starting to hurt. But we went ahead and cut up all of the watermelon. I actually cut up some strawberries as well. Blueberries are in there, nice and cleaned. Let me show you how, so the watermelon is at the bottom of that. I did the whole watermelon. So that's more watermelon. Then I got more watermelon. We still have to do the pineapple, which is gonna go in that fruit salad. We still have to do the mangoes as well. But our shells, I had already put them in, so you guys didn't see that part, but I already put the shells in. They are already done. Now I'm about to take them off of the stove and put them in some cold water so that they can cool a little faster. And so I've cooled the shells, poured the ricotta out of the fridge, put the meat into a smaller bowl so that I can kind of work with it a little easier. I'm gonna do a few of these on camera, then I'm just gonna go with it. Here's the shells. You wanna be super careful with them so you don't tear them. I'm gonna go in with meat first. So meat. Okay. Meat first. Then I'm just gonna stuff the cheese on top. I'm probably gonna do cheese first and then meat on top. Only because I don't want the cheese oozing out a lot. And I feel like if it's the base of it, then it wouldn't ooze out as much. So that's what that looks like now. Meat on bottom, cheese on top. I am using a glass bowl to bake it in, so I am gonna base my bowl with the tomato sauce. So let me go ahead and do that before I start actually stuffing all of these. That way they won't stick to the bottom of the pan or anything like that once you actually put them in the oven. Alright, I'm just get my spoon, spread that around. Alright, so now this is what my glass pan is looking like. And I'm just gonna, like I said, do a few of these on camera, and then I'm gonna come back on and let you know how they look. And the ending, I already got my oven preheated at 375, and I did it backwards on this one. So I'm doing cheese first and doing meat on top. And now let me just see how that looks. I don't know, I like the presentation of the meat on the bottom and the cheese on top. So I think I'm gonna go meat on bottom, cheese on top for all of them. So meat, shell, meat in, cheese, shell, cheese in, close up. That's what it looks like. Uh-oh, that's what it looks like. And I'm putting them in the pan fairly close together. Let me go ahead and grab the meat. Or the rest of it anyway. We're just gonna take it, put it on the top. Across it, I'm gonna put some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese on the top. Parmesan cheese. Remember, save just a little bit of Parmesan cheese for your Caesar salad if you're gonna make one. So I'm gonna save that much for, you probably couldn't see that. That much for the rest of that for my salad. I'm gonna take this and put it in the oven for about 15 minutes, not too long. So that's in the oven. So let's go ahead and make our Caesar salad. I'm gonna wash my hands really quickly. And then we also need to get our breadsticks out the freezer. That way we can go ahead and throw those in the oven while everything else is in the oven. So it can all kind of be done at the same time. So I just have some regular garlic breadsticks. I want to say it's 6 in here. I'm only gonna put 3 in the oven. I mean, it's like I said, it's just me. I actually may even put 2 in there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 2. So let's get us a pan. So I'm gonna put 2 on here. And like I said, they're just regular garlic breadsticks. Nothing fancy. Bought them from the grocery store. Alright. Put that back in the box, put it back in the freezer. I already went ahead and poured my salad out. I hate cold salad, so okay. Breadsticks are in the oven. Washing my hands again. Just wanted to grab a big bowl. Grab our salad. And I cheated. I got the one that's already pre-packaged and everything. But I'm not gonna use their Caesar dressing. I have my own Caesar dressing that I'm gonna use. But we can use their croutons. But yeah. Dump it in a bowl. I'm gonna put them little croutons in there. And then I'm gonna just put some Parmesan cheese on top. Oh, they got Parmesan, but we don't want that. We're gonna throw that out. We don't want this either. We're gonna throw that out. We can cut that open. Oh, almost fell in my bowl. Put it in our bowl. Quick little salad. Rub us the rest of our Parmesan cheese. Dump that on there. Give it a nice little shake, 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 and bow. Easy peasy, that's done. Alright, so now we're just waiting on the breadsticks, waiting on the shells to finish up. And yeah, it'll be time to eat. So I'll be back with a nice little plate to show you guys. Bye.